Hey everyone, it's Jocelyn. Um, I just got back from Amy's house. It's 9:53 and I'm so tired. Like, so tired. Um, I kind of gave up on helping her make, like, dozens and dozens of cupcakes for her son's parties tomorrow. Well, it's one party for two boys, ages 2 and 4. Um, I don't know what is happening with that. Um, yeah, I ate dinner like twice, but I didn't eat much either time. Um, yeah, I made this really awesome soup. I've made it once before, and it's called spicy cheese soup, and it's Velveta, rotel, ground beef, onions, a diced jalapeno, um, corn, a can of corn, and this time I added a can of diced green chilies. And one, I realized I need a bigger crock pot. Right now I have one of the little ones, not like an itty bitty one, but just like kind of a single serving one. I had an overflow at one point, so I had to drain some of it out. And Velveta, but I don't know if I said that. And of course you brown the ground beef, and you basically, like, you're not supposed to, if I had a bigger crock pot I probably wouldn't drain any of the stuff, but since mine doesn't hold very much, I only half drain everything. And but mix it all together. Oh, and a package of taco seasoning. Mix it all together. Like, it's 4 to 5 hours on low, 3 hours on high. um I sauteed the onions with the ground beef, and oh my gosh, like, it's so good. Like, crush some tortilla chips, put it in the bottom of a bowl, spoon. It's more like of a cheesy chili than a soup, but either way, it's really good. And if you live by yourself and you need something easy and quick, the hardest part is browning the ground beef, and that's what takes the longest. Stir it like once an hour, and go about your business. I would definitely suggest it, but hold on. Whew, sweet tea. It is 10 o'clock at night and I'm still drinking sweet tea. Does not affect my sleeping at all. Anyways, oh, 1 second. Okay. So, a while back, well, first of all, I need to say I am clinically diagnosed with bipolar. I'm not sure if it's type 1 or type 2. They never told me. They just said, yes, you're bipolar. I got diagnosed after a suicide attempt. I know this is probably a little deep. Not really what I started out to make this video. But a while back, I sent in my story, about attempting suicide, failing out of multiple colleges, psychiatric hospitalization, and I sent my story into BP Magazine, which is a magazine strictly for bipolar. And, I guess a month or two later, I got this email and I was like, congratulations, you won, I don't know if it was like a 6-month or a year subscription to BP Magazine. And I was like, well, that's great. And it said, reply with your address. We'll expect in about 6 weeks. And I was pretty sure this was the correct email address for BP magazine. So I willingly gave them my address. I didn't keep track of how long 6 weeks, whether or not 6 weeks went by. Occasionally I would think about, where's my magazine? Shouldn't my magazine have arrived by now? And I was starting to think maybe it was a scam, and somebody was gonna come like raid and clean out my apartment or something. But I got it today. It is. I'm very excited. So far I'm taking it page by page because I really want to, like, I've heard really good things. And I'm all for discussing, I'm all for discussing what I've been through. My goal one day is to save a life. If somebody can hear my story and know that I've sucked at life, like, pretty bad, and I've subjected myself to some crappy living at times, but when you get to the point where you hit rock bottom and you do what you have to do to make sure that you feel better and you get on the right path, it can make all the difference. And that's where I'm at. And for the first time, I can live on, well, I mean, I've lived on my own before, but not very successfully. I live on my own successfully. I pay my bills successfully. I do have debt from my younger years that I'm not quite able to take care of right now, but in the future I hope to. I'm pretty sure it'll either hit its limit and disappear, or I'll eventually pay it off. One or the other. I'm willing for either one to happen. It doesn't really matter either way. It's going to go away. But yeah, you know, I don't want to be one of those people who hides it, and next thing I know, my best friend dies because I never shared my story. You know, I don't want it to be like that. And speaking of my best friend, Amy actually is bipolar. And coming out, I mean, honestly, bipolar might be more stigmatized than being homosexual. Like, people think you're fucking crazy. It's one thing to judge who you love, but it's another to think you're fucking crazy and just oh, sorry, I said the F word. It's one thing to think you're crazy, and I mean, that's a stigmatism that's endured a lot longer than, well, I don't know where I'm going with that, but either way, people are gonna judge you, homosexual or bipolar. It doesn't look very well, but when you tell people, when you openly come out and say I'm bipolar, I've found that a lot of people are bipolar if you just are the first one to say it. By the way, yeah, I painted my nails today. I never paint my nails, for this exact reason. I painted them, I think, after the What's in My Purse video. Took a shower at 5 something, and right after the shower, a couple of the nails were just gone, so I just started picking at them, which is what I do. I either pick at them, or the shower just washes half of it away, or both. And unless my nails are fake, nail polish does not stay on them, and I would love to be one of those girls who can paint their nails, and 2 weeks later, it still looks perfect. That, or they're just painting their nails every single day to cover up the chips. I don't know what they're doing. I've never been one of those girls. I was pretty tomboyish growing up. It wasn't until after high school that I discovered what makeup and flattering clothes were. Yeah. So, tomorrow is Ezra and Ari's birthday party, which are Amy's 2 sons. Ezra's 4. Oh, he just turned 4, and Ari's about to turn 2. I'm very excited about what I got them. I spent under $20 for both of the boys. I'm extremely on a budget. I don't buy fun stuff pretty much ever. And I helped Amy with the school supplies for Ezra because he starts school on the 29th, pre-K. And bought him a couple things for school. And then I didn't think it was very fair to just get him a bunch of school supplies. That's not really fun for a 4-year-old. So I got him a Lightning McQueen t-shirt. I got Ari a Tonka truck and I think it's like a bulldozer, and then a little plastic golf caddy set. I think they'll dig their presents. They're 4 and 2. I mean, they're probably gonna open them, be excited, and then move on to the next thing, and then be all over the cake. I'm not too excited about Ezra's cake. It's some baked Alaskan with like strawberry white and chocolate cake with like egg yolk icing, or I don't know. And I'm not really sure what a baked Alaskan is. It was in this like kids magazine that I somehow got subscribed to, that I ended up giving to Amy, and she liked what was in them. And she has 2 sons, and I also got subscribed to Parenting the Early Years. I have no children. I've never been pregnant. Ever. I'm not really sure how I got signed up for that. But I did. And so I kept them thinking, well, I'll get pregnant one of these days, and surely these will be useful then. And then I met Amy, and it just seemed a lot more logical to just give the damn magazines away than to keep them for God knows how many years. And probably just end up throwing them away. Because at first when she asked me about taking them, I was like, no, I want them, and it really made no sense. And then finally I was like, just take them. And, yeah, well, oh, and in the BP magazine, I found out that John F. Kennedy's nephew, Patrick Kennedy, who was the representative of Rhode Island, is publicly bipolar, which is pretty awesome. And he's, starting this campaign to fund like a $5 billion philanthropist and federal funding program on brain research to figure out what exactly is going on in our brains. It would be really, really awesome. I would never say bipolar should find a cure before cancer. Not at all. I think cancer should be the first to have a cure, as well as AIDS. But you know, hell, if they would like to throw us bipolar people in there and find us a cure too, you know, that'd be pretty awesome. You know, I am stable now, but what if I get immune to the medications and I fall downhill again? You know, these things happen, and I would just like to know that maybe one day I can be cured. That'd be kind of awesome. Maybe take just 1 pill a day instead of like 9. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna eat a little bit more snack on my soup, and I'll probably make another video tonight, I'm not gonna lie, but I've pretty much reached my limit for the night on this video. Alright, bye.